Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Tarot with an Attitude Magical Unknown section with my co-host, my beautiful co-host, my wife,
Gillian Lee. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We got a special day planned. Some things are going good. We're getting some people in here. The tribe's waking up on a Saturday morning, moving slow, seeing what's happened. We got a lot of stuff going on, but we have a special guest today. Our guest today is Joan of Angels, and you'll see her bio down in the description, but what I understand, this lady was actually, or is, a chiropractor. Oh. And she has learned to converse with the angels, and I'm going to bring her right on so she can start telling us a little more about herself.
Yeah,
okay?
I love that.
All right. Miss Joan of Angels, how are you?
I am wonderful. It is wonderful to see you both. Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, Joan, did I read your bio right that you are a chiropractor?
I am. Absolutely.
I did not know that.
Many years. I'm a chiropractor. That's right. And I help people heal from the inside out. Body, mind, and spirit.
Excellent.
Perfect. How did you get Joan of Angels?
And also, I should tell you, I have a master's in counseling. So I actually have both sides.
Okay. I have my master's in social work. So there we go. All right.
Yeah. Never thought I'd be doing this kind of work.
Joan of Angels.
So I became Joan of Angels, very interestingly enough, in 2013, when I was in probably the roughest period of my life. Well, not the roughest, but one of them. And I had basically begged God, it's like, if you want me to do this mission that you had laid upon me when I was 30, then you're going to have to help me. And I just begged for help, and I received this message. It was Halloween 2013, and I had people over at the house who were going to paint, and I had this message. You're to paint 33 angels in 30 days. I went, what? I think I said out loud, what? 33 angels in 30 days. And so after protesting, I realized that was my way forward, that was their answer, because it looked like a lot of work they were giving me.
Right.
It didn't look like the answer to my question. Like, help me look like, do something right now. And they're telling me paint 33 angels in 30 days. And that was the message I got to paint. Then your call for angelic assistance happened next. And then I was called to move to the desert several years later. And now I have a house and sanctuary full of art, and I moved to the desert, and I am in a busy coffee shop with someone I'd never met before. And she just looks at me and says, well, what did you say your name was? And Rob, I kid you not, the noise in the cafe stopped and time stood still. And I heard she said, and it sounded like she came from far away. She said, I know who you are. You're Joan. And I thought she was going to say like Joan of Arc. She said, you're Joan of Angels. It was like she shouted it through the restaurant. And it so resonated with me that I just adopted the name.
Okay. So Joan of Angels, do you use the angels to talk to when you're talking to people, when you're working with people, things like that?
They use me.
They use you. And you know what? I'm glad you said that, because my wife, and if you have a question, just jump in. You know me, I'll just keep right on talking. In our relationship, the guy is the gabby one. Okay. It's just, it's that I own it. It's me. It's who I am.
You're the chatty one.
Yes, I am the chatty one. I get it. But I tell people all the time, it's not me. It's the spirit. It's God. It's angels. It's guides giving me the messages. And I don't ever want to take credit for that. I'm, just cranked up my intuition, and Gillian feels the same way. Don't you? Yeah. So that's what's going on, man. Okay. Everybody coming in the door. Here we go. Bridget, Indigo, Deborah, good morning. Glad to see y'all here. Joan, we yell bangarang. Okay. We call ourselves the Barefoot Bangarang Tribe. And that means we believe in getting barefoot. We get grounded. We yell out bangarang to remind us that what we put out is what we get back. And that our intentions are everything. And once we realize that, we can reclaim the magic that we were given at birth, and then we can find our wings and we can fly. So ironically enough, the Barefoot Bangarang tribe would, and what's funny is Joan is up so early, the sunlight differed in her house, and normally she has wings behind her. It fits really good, but the sun was washing them out. So,
and me too.
You know, so that's what's going on. So you'll tell me yell bangarang when we do readings for people and things like that. And that's telling people to go make it happen, you know? So, you know, and people saying hi to Joan, everybody love it. Mr. Bruce in the house, bangarang. We had a late night last night and some, you know, we had a whole political discussion premiere video. And it was a great video. Everybody needs to go check it out and see how it went. It's 2 parts, but it was literally with the Orange County, Florida Democratic chair and the 2016 chairman of the Orange County for Trump. Very good debate, very friendly, things like that. So anybody listening, make sure you go back and you check that out when you're done later today. A lot of people are doing it. They were after the fact. I think our timing was off last night. Maybe. So a lot of people are already looking at them both, but I want people to see it. So, you know, good day, Bridget. Everybody, the tribe comes in and they say good morning. CM Soy, you know, Crystalline. Hello, how are you guys? I would love a spirit message if drawn. Please. Thanks so very much. So, Joan, how do you go about when somebody says, do you have a message? Do you just download it? Is you give it a minute? Or, you know, I know you had said something about liking to work off of birthdays. So when y'all put in your questions, put in birthdays and see.
Oh, good. Okay, good. I like to work off birthdays. So when I do readings for people, not in this scenario, I usually get their birthdays first. It gives me a window to open up into them, and then information comes through. It's a backwards way. Okay. This is, but I've been working on training myself in other ways. So who knows exactly how this is going to come through. I also use oracle cards, and I think it just really depends on the situation.
Absolutely.
So I don't know. This is new. This is the second time I've ever hopped on and just done readings like this. Okay. So I'm kind of like the B word.
Gillian and I are going to pull a couple of cards. I'm going to bring up, we have a second camera, so they will come up here, but I want to bring you up there. Okay. And we're just going to do a quick reading for CM. We're going to I'm asking Spirit, what does CM need to know about today? Okay. Or what does she need to know today? What do you think? How does that work for you?
Yeah, no, that's yep.
Okay. All right. So if you want to go ahead and start, and then I'll throw in on top. We read from different decks. It's really cool to see how Spirit works and brings the message together. Sometimes I use Oracle decks. Now I'm using tarot decks. She's pretty much always in the tarot deck, but she got a couple of oracles handy. So what have you got for CM, baby?
So the light card I pulled for you, CM, is the Fool. And so this is about taking risks, about taking that chance. So there's something that maybe you have been thinking about doing, and maybe it's time to take that leap. The shadow card I pulled for you is the 6 of Cups. So we're looking at maybe something that's going to help rejuvenate your spirit.
Yeah, and you know what I'm getting there, and I'm gonna put this right. Yep, here we go. What I see for you, CM, using both cards and this card is the 6 of Cups is talking about there's something you need to walk away from, and it's time to move on in your life. This is a whole new journey for you, and it is about breaking free. 6 of Cups. Looking back, feed that inner child of yours and grasping it and looking and taking the journey. Go ahead and take the plunge. Remember how you were when you were a child. There's something you're thinking about. And the 5 of Cups is talking about don't grieve over things that have been lost, okay? Move on, move ahead. And that's what we have for you. It's time for you to march on, particularly in your love life. So I think you're seeing something from the past that's haunting you a little bit. Be brave, take a new trip, walk on, stop grieving over spilt milk, and let's move on. And I think that's how you're going to find your happiness.
Oh,
Joan, did you pick up anything?
Well, that's kind of interesting because I picked out a few of my oracle cards, and first thing that I got was take your first step. forward. And I think it's so interesting because you're talking about moving away from where you are, but the sky is opening. And they also showed me that it's time to get clarity, to get the big picture, look at it from above. So I think in alignment with what Rob is saying and Jillian, I think really it's time to move forward.
Good deal. So see him. Make it happen, Captain. It's take the plunge. Sometimes it's hard taking that first step, and you don't look at the finish line. Just look at, I got to move forward. And that's what I'm really, and it's going to open up your heart. Things are going to get better for your heart, and you're going to be able to bust through. So bangarang, go make that happen. All right.
And
Joan, you also have some, what's that?
She should look at the big picture. The big picture.
Look at the big picture. Absolutely. And Joan, you actually have some classes we need to let everybody know about. And I know they're on ascendedmasters.store. Same place I have classes. Y'all know to go there, hit the catalog, and look for Joan of Angels. Joan, what are your classes about?
Whew. Well, they're really about connecting and going within. So I have 3 classes actually at the Ascended Master Store. First is connecting with your angels. And that is a really delightful class, how to really dive in deep and open up that connection to your guides and your angels and feel their presence with you. So that's one of the classes. A second class is an intuition class, and it's a deep dive into how to develop your intuitive superpowers, I call it, because I believe we all have gifts, especially the people listening to you. That, you know, I know that you're teaching tarot. Well, I'm teaching how to listen to your intuition, how to discern what kind of clairsentient you are, clairaudient you are, claircognizant you are. So it's a real deep dive into creating your skills. It's 7 episodes or 7 sessions. There's a really good manual with it, and it's pretty comprehensive into all aspects. But then I have a new live class that is going to pop up any day. And that is your life purpose. What is my life purpose? And it's a 4-week class, and it's a deep dive. And I'm excited about that. That's going to begin in June. And I've been teaching people about your life purpose for many, many years. I go back in my notes and I realize even when I was a chiropractor, I taught people about how do you know what you're here to do? So.
Yeah. And you know, we've been talking about this for like a week or so. That seems to be, no matter what session I'm running, it will surprise me today if we don't get somebody going, what's my purpose? You know, and that takes a little more than me and Gillian just tossing a couple of cards. So we need people to take your class at ascendedmasters.store, Joan of Angels, or, you know, book with us, you know, at tarotwithanattitude.com, book a session, because it is, like you said, you're doing like 4 weeks of a class. That's 4 1-week periods, I take it, you know. So it's not something you can answer easily. And I always give people homework, you know, about what do you like? What do you do? What brings you happiness? What brings you passion? And some of it is you got to know you before you can know your purpose, your direction, things like that. So I think that's awesome.
Can I add something to that, Rob, too? Yeah. It's like we're in treacherous times. Let's be honest about it. We're in the weirdest of times. I call it a grand initiation, you know, that we're in personal initiation periods and global. And what you're here to do now is could even be different than what you thought. This is like the time for which we're called, and the time for which we have to learn to stay steady and know who we are, so we know what in the world we're doing here during this weird time. Okay, that's the best way I could say it. Does that make sense?
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, I'm seeing some new faces. Want everybody to understand, I'm broadcasting on about 5 or 6 different channels. So there's a delay, and you don't see everybody in your channel. So just because you think you might be there with 1, 2, or 3 people, I've got a whole bunch of people in here. So right now, no matter where you're at, reach up, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, okay? So you can find out more about what's going on. Like I said, we had some sessions last night that were really cool. One going on today. I think Gillian and I are going to try to do something this week. And a lot of times you got to be subscribed to be able to find out what's going on and get the little pop-ups in the morning. But welcome. And I'm seeing some new faces. Britt, good to see you. Bangarang, love to see you here. Understand what we're about. Set your intentions and let's help make your day. Let's see what's going on. Mary Jane, good to see you. Hello. Hope all are blessed. We are blessed. And that's a good thing about the show is we try to remind people we are blessed. Mary Jane wants a reading, and she is putting in March 28th. So 3 and 2 is 5,
Aries there.
13, 14, 23, 29. What I'm getting is a 38, adding them up all the way across the board. But you check my math. And if you want me to crank up a calculator to make it faster.
Oh my God, yes, that would be hysterical.
Okay. Hey, I love to help. So, oh, all right.
Well, very, very interesting. I did the numbers twice differently. So that's the way I do it when I do it fast. But with Mary Jane, if Rob did your numbers accurately, honey, 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 17. I have good news for you. You have just come out of a period, a 9-year, which is spiritual mastery, which is where you're letting go of everything that doesn't serve you. And you're now in a 1 year. And a 1 year is all about new beginnings, creativity, stepping into your leadership, becoming the next. So it's the beginning of the next period of time where you're being asked to, just what I was talking about a minute ago, step into your power, step into your leadership. You are here for a reason, and you're going to be called even more this year. So continue to let go of your fears, your worries, your obstacles. And they say you're about to go on a voyage of the heart. So just take a leap of faith and know that you're in new beginnings. This is what you're here to do, what you're being inspired to do, if that makes sense to you.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. What do you got, babe? I just see you over there. And I'm going to go, Joan's doing her readings. I think I might go back to my animal cards. I'm really being called to bring out the animal in people today. Sure. I can do that.
That's so funny. I almost took my animal cards over here too.
Okay.
But they're in the other room.
What do you got, babe? Let me bring us back up here. Go ahead. You can start putting them and talking. And
Mary Jane, my question was just what message is there for you? So as Joan was talking, I pulled for your light card the Page of Pentacles. So that's about that's new. That's fertile ground for a new material change, new ideas. New material change. So I just said, give me a little bit more on this, and I got the Empress. So I mean, this is all about new, either your new life or new ideas. The Empress is about birth and life, and this just doesn't necessarily have to be babies. It can be ideas, it could be a business, it can be anything like that. And the shadow card I pulled for you is the Four of Pentacles, which I thought fell really well in what Joan was saying when she said you've got to be able to let things go. Four of Pentacles is about sometimes you're holding on to things too tightly, so you need to kind of remember and let things go.
And you know what I got for you here when I went to the animals, and it's funny. I got my cute little groundhog here. And what does he say? Time to let go. Okay. It is time. So what Joan and everybody's trying to tell you, there are some beautiful things happening in your life, but you're going to have to move on them. Okay. The groundhog, if you notice when he eats, he never eats with his head down. He stays up. He's paying attention. So angels and messages, man, that 38, and I look at the 38 and I see an 11, which is the first magical number. Okay. And that is the magical new beginnings Joan is talking about. Groundhogs are always out. They're always looking. They're always paying attention. You have to pay attention. The 31 here in this card is talking to me about a base, about I bring them together for a 4. This is the time for you to establish a new base and a new launching point. You are ready to move forward, and you're just going to have to make that happen for yourself. But Spirit's got your back, all right? Don't forget, they're not going to push us. They will help you, but they need you to take a movement in and of yourself. So that's what we have there. You and those mystical creatures cards, they are okay. All right. We have a pig on a box. I love it. Okay. And look at what we have, the Four of Pentacles.
Right.
So 2 4s, there we go. All right. So that's what we have for you, Mary Jane. Bangarang. Let's see what we can do to make that happen. I might just leave this right here and see what's going on. Let's get our cards. Nah, I don't like that up there. Let's do this. Boom. All right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Michael, good morning. Joan, my birthday is 7/17/1962. All right, let me get the math thing working here. Man, if y'all could add those numbers up for us, that would even be better. But so it is 7/17, 7 plus 1 plus 7 plus 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 2.
You are a 33. Michael Schmidt, you are the most amazing number for several reasons. Number one, that happens to be my birth path number. And your birth path is just an overview of what you're here to do. So if you are a double 3, 3 is all about creativity, expression, communication, how we work with the world, how we take what's up in here and somehow manifest it into action. Could be a teacher, an artist, a speaker, a communicator of some form. And the interesting thing about the 33, so it's a master number, meaning it's also past life. So you'd have many past lives in relationship, but it also demands a lot of you. When you live the 33 in the highest energies, because I'm a 33, it's asking you to be a leader and to step up and to really speak your truth. So you have your inner communication, your outer communication. 33s are good at speaking with the world, but not so good in their personal communication. Sometimes you miss it a little bit also. So I have to say, I know that intimately, but the interesting thing, Michael, is that you've been in a 3-year, or you're moving into a 3-year rather, on your birthday. And so communication is going to be of utmost importance for you this year.
Absolutely. And Michael's a poet. Michael is a poet. So he's following that creativity thing. So I applaud him for that. And communication is going to be key in working with other people. And
responsibility.
Yeah.
There's a lot of responsibility with this.
Yeah, and one of the things where I'm constantly reminding Michael is he's got to take responsibility. Michael cares for people, okay, but sometimes he forgets to take care of himself because these are adults that have just become dependent on him. So you hit this one right out of the park. Go ahead, baby. What do you got?
So my question for Spirit was, what does Michael need to know about his life path number, since Joan was saying that was 33, and I think this falls right in suit with where she was at, 5 of Swords. So it's about conflicting communication. It's that just nailed what she said on the head. The light card on this was a 7 of Pentacles, and 7 of Pentacles is talking about you've been working on your garden. Everything is going along. Take a moment. Know that you're not done, but keep working on it because it's going to come to a good fruition. But you can see he's leaning back. He's looking at his hard work. He's enjoying it. It's not done. It hasn't come to full fruit yet, but it's going to. But I think this was really interesting with what Joan was saying about you being a 33 and that being your life path number, about communication right here. I think that's key.
Yeah, me too. And what I see here, Michael, is another thing. The 5 of Swords a lot of times talks about mental pain, self-inflicted pain. And some of this, I want you to realize that you could be also the pain that's being inflicted on you is not all you. It's some of the people that are around you. Okay. But so you have to take a look and see what you need to change. That's what's going on. It may not be the first thing that pops to your head. Stop, assess your whole physical world and see what's going on. Because what I got here is the Knight of Crystals. It's going to require focus. Our beautiful camel here. All right. And one of the words right here on the card is determination. The changes you need to make, nobody's going to kid you, is rough. Okay. But you're going to have to be determined and move on, just like the camel through that heat. Keep your head up, keep going, and plug ahead. And that's how you're going to move forward. So awesome, awesome cards. Use it for encouragement, okay? Because the determination to me on your actions in any of this is going to be key. All right, there we go. Hey, we'll roll right through here. Did you have something else, Joan, you wanted to say?
No, I was just in awe. It was like, oh my God, I love the way you guys do readings, but also on a Saturday morning, which is my best day of the week, to get these messages before everyone gets out on a Saturday morning is awesome.
Yep. Now, the number, I did this one real quick in my head, I believe I just had it, was 20, whatever. Okay. So we have Susie, 4463, 4 plus.
She's a 9. She's a 27-9.
That was it. Okay. I did it right, and I forgot. So 27, Susie Mayo. Good to see you. Welcome in Barefoot Bangarang Tribe. People, reach up, hit the like button. This is going to be good, and you're going to want to share this video. So make sure when we're done, you hit the share button. But hit the like button. Susie, I feel good things coming for you. Let's see what's happening. Okay? Go ahead, Joan.
All right. Well, sweet, sweet, sweet love. So first of all, your birth path is a 27-9, which means that you're here for spiritual mastery. Also means your lessons are harder than most people. So they would be very challenging because you're being encouraged to walk the higher spiritual path rather than just get all emotional and fall apart over things. So that's been a theme of your entire life. The interesting thing is that you're now in a 5-year with your birthday. I love 5 years. That's all about freedom versus restriction. So the need for you to speak your truth, be you, ultimately do your own thing, have personal power, okay, stand up about like knowing the truth about who you are, your confidence and leadership, and kind of anchoring it in and grounding. But the thing about 5, as freedom, the opposite is restriction. So the conflict this year for you is it looks at restriction versus freedom. And that's can be very challenging. And we see it here on the planet too, played out, restriction versus freedom.
Absolutely. And Joan, I'll go first this time because this plays right into what Joan was saying. We have the King of Crystals. So we're talking about taking control of your outside environment. And it's going to require courage. It's going to require strength. And most importantly, what I see here is it's going to require commitment. There are some things you can make to change it. Like I said, it's going to be beautiful. Be the tiger. And remember, a tiger's not always moving. Sometimes they crouch, they watch. They're the kings and queens of assessment. That's going to be very keen for you to listen to what Joan said with spirit. Crouch low while you're looking at what's going on. Lay down, enjoy the grass, but listen to the message. What you got, babe?
So I pulled your shadow card is the 10 of Swords. So and so this is all about that change. So there's conflict, but it's okay. It's gone as far as it can. I believe this falls in suit with what Joan was saying about your 5th year as well. And the sun's coming up. It's all okay. So, things are picking at you, but it's okay. You're gonna be fine there. And how I know you're gonna be fine is your light card is the Empress. Oh wow! Time to grow. Look at that. That's a beautiful card, man. Yeah. What deck is that? This is where did it go? Mystical Moments. I got to pull that out. I have that deck too. Moments. She got it for me too. And I really like the artwork every time she brings it out. So, the Empress is new beginnings, growth. And you'll get there. You'll get there. Be the tiger. Pull the tiger power in towards you, stepping forward, stopping, assessing, stepping forward, and bang, things are going to really happen for you. So here we go. Bridget. All right, Miss Bridget, glad you are here. All right. Good morning, Bridget. Would love to hear a message from Joan if she has one. 8 of 62. What's your It's 16. The 16? It's 8, 16, 7. Oh, 8, 16, 70. Yeah, you weren't born in 1672. She's a baby. Maybe in another life. Okay. So 24, 34, 41, 43. If I did that right very quickly. Let's see what happens here.
Same thing for me.
Okay.
I got a 34, but 8, 9. God, the math.
Let me.
To do it on the fly has always been a little shift for me. So, but it's a good practice. I've been practicing my addition and multiplication recently. I'm trying to get off of the calculator because I feel like I've lost my math skills. You know, like in school, you had to learn quickly. Anyway, so Bridget, interesting. 34/7. That's a very interesting birth path to be born under. It has to do really with communication and solid foundations at the same time, building solid foundations. But 7 has always been an interesting number for me. It's about the truth, like really being truthful with yourself, in alignment with yourself, learning how to I'm looking for a word, when you're in alignment, and learning to discern between your own truth and the truth of the world and what you truly believe in, and not pretending anymore to believe in a certain way. So 7s are very, very detailed oriented, very, very successful. You know, they really like a certain amount of discipline, can be a hermit if left on their own devices, always demanding a certain amount of honesty. God knows my sister is like that. If you deviate from like a generalization to the fact in 1 second, if you're not totally on it, it makes an issue. So for you also, just to know that this year you're in a 3-year. So it is going to be about your boundaries, your sense of personal strength, and learning how to really communicate what's in your heart this year with authenticity. That's the word I was looking for you. Authenticity in your world. And also, they want you to know infinite abundance is coming to you.
Here
so
we
be
go.
Open to receive. Infinite
abundance. Share, Bridget.
Share it out, love.
Not afraid to ask. Share. Okay. So we were going through here. You know, I already did the number. Terry's up now. And we know Bridget personally. So, and that's why she wanted to talk to you. So we're just going to I think that was everything right, spot on. Everything was beautiful. Good. Bridget, we'd love to hear what you think. Let us know or whatnot. But Terry Narenz. Okay. Good morning. Her number is 28. I already looked it up. I did the math. So a 28, that's a good number.
Boy, you guys are waking me up fast. So she's a 28, huh? You're a 2810, which is new beginnings. That is a leader personified. Okay, give me one more second. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
No
10.
problem. And we'll go ahead and yank some cards on this one too as well. So.
And you're in a new year. You're in a year of increasing responsibilities, really stepping into your personal power, which means confidence. You know, building up your sense of trust in your own story, trust in you. Your birth path is all about creativity and leadership, which is, you know, that takes a lot of courage and strength to step into your leadership and power. So up for you this year, if I'm in the right place, is and responsibility. So we can start with that. And I will pull a little card for you too. And the card is, this is so interesting. It's called the Wandering Path. Enjoy the journey. So meaning that don't expect it to be a straight line. So many people think, I'm going to go from A to B, and they forget that actually, and this is really important. This is what I tell people. The number one, which you are, is like, think of it like the knight in shining armor. The knight knows he has a mission, a goal, a purpose, to get that ruby from that dragon that's in the most difficult place in the world to get. But on the way, the knight has lots of adventures, right? There's the damsels in distress, and then he rescues this dog or this thing, and he shoots it up over here. But he never forgets that he's still after that ruby. And that's what Spirit wants you to know. You're here to really achieve your mission and purpose. You don't even have to know what it is, but don't lose sight of you're just moving higher. So, yeah.
And Gillian is already laughing because of the card she pulled while you were talking. So we're gonna bring this over because you're gonna laugh. Like, go ahead, baby, put that up there, because then the card I pulled from another completely different deck, this is all craziness. So Terry, listen close. Spirit's trying to tell you something.
So the light card I pulled is King of Wands. So this is about being in charge of how you communicate. This is king. The kings are very in control of themselves and what they project. It's fire, so it's a lot of energy. It's creativity, but be forthright. I said, give me a little bit more information. And I pulled this card as Joan was saying, I think something like it's a winding path. So, it's a journey. It's a leap of faith. You can see down here, right. She's wandering along the path, and down here, there's an alligator, but maybe a leader, maybe won't. But she's still going along her path because she believes that she knows where she needs to go next. And your shadow card for me on all of this was the 10 of Cups. So 10 of Cups, this is blurry.
Go ahead. You keep talking. I'll try to.
Is about coming to, it's a close. 10s are always closes. In this case, look, they're looking at a beautiful rainbow. They're happy. They're together. It's a couple. It's a Murr family. But it's the Hollywood ending. That's the way you usually describe the 10 of Cups, is the Hollywood ending. Happy ending is available to you.
Happiness is yours. You just got to go get it. And on this winding path, obstacles are going to pop up. Don't let them throw you off. And that's the part that Joan was talking about. And then what did I pull? The ladybug. Okay. The ladybug. And this is fortune, gratification, and wishes. The ladybug travels great distances with those little bitty wings, okay? But that's what it is. So you have some good fortune. Whenever ladybug pops up, again, it is fortune, some good things, abundance coming your way. You walk your path, you stay focused, and we want to hear from you. We want to hear from you because something's coming big for you as long as you follow that advice. Bangarang, Terry. Go make that happen. Wow. What powerful cards. What powerful cards. There we go.
So where did this word bangarang come from?
All right. It's actually from the movie Hook with Robin Williams, where Peter Pan grew up and forgot who he was. And Hook comes back and captures Peter Pan's kids, and Pan has to go back to Never Never Land, but he doesn't believe anymore. Okay. And it hit me. They're sitting down there. And when he started to believe, they're at a table of what they thought was make-believe food. Nothing was there. And they start throwing insults. Well, somebody throws an insult. And every time Robin Williams would throw one back, he would be like, don't screw with me. I'm a lawyer. But every time the kids would yell, bangarang, what you put out, it's going to come back. And the movie actually has, if you can get beyond, take a look at it it's got a great spiritual meaning about finding our magic, about reclaiming our lives and remembering there's more to life than what's on the phone. There's more to life than making money. There's more to everything. Not saying making money is bad, but it's that reminder. And so bangarang struck me very hard as a constant reminder of what we put out, we get back. And that's it. And now I'm reminding people a lot of times what we put in is what we put out. So be careful what you surround yourself with. Be careful. And that's bangarang. Bangarang. And that is, remember, set your intentions. A lot of this is on you. And that's where people come from. That's where it comes from, Joan. So,
I got it.
All right. Good deal. All right. Hey, reminder, Joan, what's your website?
joanofangels.com. I'm all things Joan of Angels, guys. And I love all of you. It's so fun. It's so fun to be here, Rob. I have to say, at 5 a.m. when I woke up, I couldn't remember why I was waking up, but the moment, and then it was like, oh my God, And I knew this would be a deep dive. Here's my tea. Wait, I'll have some more of my tea while we wake up. This is great.
Right.
Great way to wake up, guys.
Absolutely. And see him, I tell people I don't remember cards I pulled 10 minutes ago because we're doing so much, we're moving so fast. But I'm telling you, when I read this message, it's what came to me very heavy. You have to follow your own advice, your own intuition. But I'm picking up it's time to move. It's time. You got to do something. Either change the boundaries of the relationship, have a good talk, sit down, be open. The communication is going to be key. And if you're not feeling respected, that's hitting me back here really bad. That there's more worry coming out of this relationship than there is pleasure. If you can't fix that, is it worth fixing it? Will you ever trust? Well, those are things we're trying to tell you. You have to leave some of that stuff behind. Find a new path. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's what we were reading. So yes.
Yeah.
Find a new path.
So that's where we're at. So let's see what's going on there. And Joan, do you remember I don't even remember what we said to see him or the cards or the reading. So that is one of those things, do you get like a gut instinct on this comment? Does your intuition take over? Or do you kind of like, nah, I need more information?
I get that they should leave this relationship. Let's put it this way. And didn't we get the cards of new beginnings? I can't remember which card that was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get leaving the relationship. And what I get is, it's a matter of vibration also. When the vibrational frequency of the relationship falls down this way and continues to go this way, then it's detrimental to your health also.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. So we're all kind of on the same page. And Britt is wondering, she's asking what direction from her spirit guides. Britt, first thing, they're here. Okay. So I don't know what's going on. It's all right, guys, go back to Britt. It's like bombing my head. And I can't get, or one at a time, please. Let's go back to kindergarten rules, spirit guides, and go, because you have more than one guide. You have several that are watching around you. And I believe some of this are people from either a past life or your life that have moved forward, and they want what's best for you. Okay. And what I'm really picking up right out of the gate is they're glad to see you moving on. Now, is this the one? Here's what you got to do. We can change our stars. I use that from the movie A Knight's Tale. We can change anything in our lives we want to. So just because something gives you an answer now doesn't mean if you're not careful or follow certain advice or do something, you can change it. But what I'm really getting right now is don't be looking at the ending. Enjoy each day. Live, love, learn to feel again or whatnot, and let this take its own course. So Britt, I don't remember your birthday. So let's see what's going on. Or if you put it in, I can look down and see if she put in her birthday. So let's see. No, I don't see it. You are alive, Britt. Remember, we're on about 6 different channels, so that's what's going on. There is just a delay. Okay, so Gillian and I will pull some cards. Okay, I don't know why I picked up this deck, so I'm just going to go with it because I did. Mm-hmm. Tell me what you got for Britt, and I will get the camera up and running. And
all right, so you good?
Yeah, there we go. Helps if I click the right button.
The light card for you, Britt, is the 6 of Cups. So this is about don't live in the past. This is about looking backward but not staying there. This is about learning from what happened in the past. This card can at times be about family, can be about your youthful experiences, helping influence your experiences now in your life. But what I'm getting from this is recognize the past, don't live in it, learn from it, feel good in your heart at what you've learned, move forward. And then your shadow card is the 2 of Cups. So this is about relationships. This is about a partnership. So my question for Spirit was, what does Britt need to know about this new relationship? And so this is what they're saying is, remember the good things from the past. You've got the possibility of a good partnership or relationship here, but don't get stuck back here, because you don't want to live there when you want to be here.
We have a thing and Joan's going to start nodding her head directly here in a minute, and I know it when I say this word. There's a thing in the counseling world, in the clinical world, whatnot, called transference. And what I don't want you to do is take all the problems from your previous relationship and start looking for them to emerge in this guy. That's what I'm seeing here. Let the past, be young again, and take this person at face value. It's a journey. It's a new journey and new learning. The past is going away. That's coming to an end. A new passion and a new desire. It is time to pack up, move beyond that, and see what lies ahead. She's been over the mountain. Everything's happening. And this is going to be key for this relationship. I see it being a good thing. But 10 years in a breakup is one of the longest, okay? And if you're not careful, your muscle memory will take over with emotions and reactions of, I know that was said before, so chill out. Give this guy a chance. Give this person a chance. What do you think, Joan?
Well, that's kind of interesting. I picked up some interesting cards as I was tuning in. So first of all, it's get ready for new horizons. So new things are happening, which is exciting, and new opportunities and new adventures. So really be open to that. But at the same time, all right, like one of the cards came, open your heart to joy, to all this wonderful experience. But we do see that there's a part of you that still sort of has your hand up, like, not so fast, so you're in with, I want to say you're in with your big toe, feeling it around and swirling the waters, and support is all around you. And, but you're not always feeling it. So they want you to remember that just take it slow, enjoy it, put that toe in, and then get the rest of your foot in, and then get your ankle in, and then get your knee in, but just take it at your own time. This is going to be a more delicious experience if you allow it to be.
Good, baby.
Yep. No, definitely. So Joan, one of the other things Britt has asked just a couple questions down is, how can she take the class? So can you remind them of
okay, yeah,
name and where they are?
Do you have the exact link? It's Ascended Master dot what's the
store? AscendedMasters.store. And that is where things are going. Go to the catalog and just look up Joan of Angels. It's right down there. If you scroll down and look, there'll be events. There's live events. There's previous events she's done, things like that. That's what there. I have classes there: Pendulum Simplified, Tarot 1, Tarot 2, those things or whatnot. So AscendedMasters.store. Check out Joan of Angels there or whatnot. Everybody, make sure you're hitting that like and that subscribe button. It's going to help us. It's going to be down below. You will see a link to make a donation. You will see a link to book a session with me. Normally I run that, but I don't want to cover up Joan today. Okay. tarotwithanAttitude.com. If you want to book with Gillian and I together, go to tarotwithanAttitude.com, but send a message. Don't book it, because that is just for me. Gillian works, so we can do it. We just got to do a little more work on the scheduling and on the calendar, but we would love to do that for people together. So that is one of those things. All right.
You're quite a team, by the way. Quite a magical team. It's a great wake up, guys. This is so fun.
I keep telling her she and I need to be doing some more in the evenings together or whatnot, because number one, I've been through a lot. Okay. And Gillian brought me being grounded. Gillian supported me all through. At 50, I went back to school. All I had was a GED. And Joan, I went all the way through University of Central Florida, getting my MSW straight through with kids at home, and Gillian by my side, helping me study, helping me look, ask questions. Gillian has been one of the greatest things. I do believe Gillian was the person that was missing from my life. And, folks, one of those things when we talk about relationships, I want you to understand, sometimes we bring people into our relationships and it's good, but they're not meant to stay there forever. And sometimes it's okay to shake hands, give a kiss, hug, and say, it's time for you to go your way and your time for me to go mine. Don't teach your children, okay, how to be angry. They'll learn that on their own, okay? We need to teach our children what needs to be done and don't have them, when you're a grandma, sitting there being miserable because you taught them to stay in a relationship where you were miserable. Everything we do with our children teaches them. So take that with you and go. So bang, make that happen, okay? And it happened for me, And there were divorce. My kids were like, and then, but we're all fine and we're all good. Three of my boys actually kind of wound up coming to live with me. Christina, who's not here today, is normally following me right here. Y'all know her. So, just take that and run with it. That's me babbling off at the mouth. That's the stuff Mr. Bruce calls crap your dad should have taught you. Okay, there we go. Okay. Greg, Rob, Gillian, and Joan, may I please have a general reading on the next 2 weeks? Thank you. Next 2 weeks. There
Greg,
we go.
Put your birth date in there.
Yeah, Greg, drop your birth date in.
Drop your
Let's see
birthday.
what's going on. We're way behind. These people were in like 15 minutes after the show started. So Greg, drop your birthday in and let's see what's going on. Folks, put your question in. Okay. We're just way behind on getting to everybody because of the depth that we're going into. So make sure.
Are going into depth. I was curious about that, how deep you go on these readings. When you do the birthday, sometimes, and then you add, this is phenomenal. You guys are having such a treat today. I guess it's every Saturday they have this treat. I'm having the treat. Okay.
Absolutely. And folks, if you want a reading from Joan, make sure you're dropping in your date of birth. We've been saying that or whatnot. So I don't see anything down here with dates of birth or whatnot. So we're just going to keep going. I'm going to do the best we can do. So if you want to grab an oracle card, however you want to do it for Greg. And again, we get way behind. We've been working on speeding up, but because you're here, and we're just enjoying the depth of where this is going today. But this is just a sample of what you could do if you book a session with Joan or you book a session with us. This is just a sample because we can go into a lot more detail if we're alone together and we have some time. So make sure that happens. So Here's what I'm going to do. For the people that didn't put their birthday in, I'm going to pull you, if you want to, because again, we're like a half hour behind where people are. So be patient. We'll try to get to everybody, and then it depends on Joan's schedule and how long she wants to stay or whatnot. But at this point, we're going to, if you don't have your date of birth in there, we're just going to cut right to pulling a couple of cards. And Gillian's going to pull two. Yeah. And Gillian's going to pull 2 or 3, and I'm going to throw one oracle card and see what I get downloaded from Spirit, from the guides, and from angels. So, do you have something you already want to start with, Joan?
Yeah, I'll start. I kind of got the feeling I should start. I have very, very interesting cards for you, Greg. They start off with an impasse, like really start to reflect, redirect your energy, take a break for a moment, and there's a stop. But then it shows a glimmer that you're sort of be stepping into a new cycle, but you need to stop. There's going to be a sort of like a stopping gap for a minute, but just breathe through it. This too shall pass. Take the time to just evaluate where you're going, redirect your energies. So that's kind of what I'm getting for the now.
Well, that's pretty good.
That's extremely good, especially.
Here we go.
They'll be booking the 3 of us together soon.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Greg, aligning with what Joan was talking about, the light card is the Hanged Man. So this is about stopping, getting some perspective, assessing, and going from there. And then your shadow card was, and I just got goosebumps when Joan was talking, when I knew this was what I was already holding. is the Six of Wands. So in the Six of Wands, this is about celebrating your success, about starting a new piece of your life and so you can see, look at all the beautiful butterflies, the crown on the fox's head. This is a celebration. So you're stepping into the light. And that's, I really liked how well, without even knowing it, my cards aligned with what Joan was saying for what she was feeling. What do you have?
You know, and well, it's funny. I was shuffling, and we had a flyer, one that came flying out, and that doesn't happen with me too much because I grew up playing poker. I love to shuffle. It's like relaxing therapy for me. But the koala, Greg, tribe stability is what's written on this card. Circumspection. What I need you to do is understand this is about your perspective. Do you need to look and change your perspective? The koala, look, it's ironic that we have two key cards here with something hanging from a tree, okay? And the koala does just that. I want you to understand, koalas move slow, all right? Watch what's going on around you. Let things happen. The circumspection is going to be huge. Be observant, be quiet, listen to spirit, connect. Being mindful and being in yourself right now is going to be huge in helping you step through these next 2 weeks. That's what I'm saying. So bangarang, brother. Let me know what's going on. You know, I'd like to talk to you. So let's see what's happening. Okay.
It's always good to see Greg. I see him on my channel too.
Greg is fantastic. I love Greg. He's been in some of my classes, things like that. All right, here we go. Bangarang, I'm going to skip through now to some people to make sure. So it helps you find out how to find your archangel. You know what? Yes, because one of the things I know, there is a guardian angel that's given to you at birth. However, okay, angels will come and will go with their specialty or something you need to know. It's kind of like having a team, all right? And Mary Jane, that is what will happen. So we need to be in tune. I tell people, you know, we talk about angel numbers, seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you see 1, 1, 1 every day, okay? Or you see them all the time. What I feel about these as being angel numbers is something is trying to talk to you because I want you to stop and think. When you see these angel numbers, what happens? You stop the outward thought and start looking at that. And at that moment, you're here and there. I want you to pay attention to what's coming through this way when you see an angel number, okay? It's more or less angels communicating to you, I'm trying to tell you something. I need you to slow down and listen. Joan, what do you think about that?
Well, you know, your angels, it's interesting about connecting to your angels when you start to be able to open up to feeling their presence, to being able to receive messages, to kind of feel them around you. So I think that that's what she's asking for is how do you feel their presence? How do you know that they're there with you? And that's what I teach actually in that beautiful class I teach on how to connect with your angels. They want us to reach out to them. In fact, when I started painting them and I put all 33 angels up in the angel loft, a book fell off the bookshelf that said, your call for angelic assistance has been heard. And so definitely look at it that way. They want you to reach out.
Yeah, absolutely. So folks, listen, there are things trying to talk to you. Tracy's up next, and I did do her numbers already. It's a 35. Okay.
Oh, I love 35s.
Yeah, especially that 8. I have a whole thing on 8. So you go ahead. We're going to pull cards. You do the number thing, and here we go. So Val, I'll come back to you, and I'll come back
from the top. Oh my God, Tracy! So you're one of my favorite numbers. You're 35, 8, and 8, as Rob goes, 8 is like one of the hottest numbers I think in the whole decade. Is spiritual mastery. It's you know, prosperity, abundance. It's opening your connection to source and spirit and receiving those blessings when you're on that positive path. It's learning how to have confidence in yourself, setting boundaries so you don't give away your power, which is one of the challenges for a 35, giving away your power. It's learning how to communicate. And also it's that freedom number. There's a lot of issues about expressing your truth and breaking free to do that, but also to know that you're in a 7-year, and 7 again is speaking your truth, really being aligned with what is authentic this year, knowing what to discard and what's truly you, what to embrace for you. So that is some of the energy I see so far. So I'll turn it over to you guys.
Okay. I'll start this one out. We're going to go quick. Okay. One of the things I'm getting for you off what Joan said, when you look at your number, okay, and it's, look at this. We got the 8 of Wands, fire, will, that desire to push forward. You can do this. And this talks about optimism, speed, standing still. A dragonfly, when it sits still, it's very still. Okay. But when they decide to move, they move. And this is some of that thing. And the 8, to me, one of the things I like to remind people is the 8 talks about mastery, learning. But what makes a master? A master is always willing to learn something new. They're willing to listen. They never stop looking to grow. So that's going to be very key in you, is you never will feel like you've gotten there, but you can get there. Because that's the nature of your energy. And you're always willing to look and stay focused and go ahead. Move on. So we're going to have to kind of pick the speed up here a little bit, I guess. But go right
Tracy,
ahead.
your shadow card on this is the Sun. And my question was, what do you need to just be aware of from Spirit? Just have Spirit share a message of. So Sun, ultimately, everything's going to be okay. Everything is in a good place. Your light card was the 6 of Pentacles. And so this is about sharing. So sharing, it doesn't always mean just because it's Pentacles, it doesn't mean monetarily, but it's being open to receive information or gifts, but also sharing gifts, sharing your gifts. And I mean, it could be material goods as well. And I think that's key here, is you just need to remain open, know everything's going to be ultimately fine. And that falls well with the dragonfly's optimism and movement, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So Bangarang, you got a lot going for you. And I think that's what I would really like to see you pick up and pull that torch and move towards you. Mm-hmm. Bao asked for a love reading. Again, no date of birth or anything. So love readings, Bao, what do you mean by a love reading? Okay. Just who's coming into your life or whatnot. What are you open for? Where are you at? I start love readings with challenges and saying, you know what? Do you know what you want? Because if you don't know what you want, how is Spirit going to know how to work with you? The other thing is, too, I remind people, Spirit has an obligation to protect other people from us. So the first step for you, Bao, is to fall in love with yourself. All right? Love who you are. Go forward, move on with pride, and that's going to be the first step. Give her one card real quick, okay? Mm-hmm. And let's see what's going on. I will do the same thing. We'll move through. All right? Bao, if you'd love a reading, give me a call. The tortoise, okay? Home is where the heart is, all right? That's exactly what the card says. So, okay, I didn't see that. You're going to be moving around. There are some things. There are people coming, but you got to go slow. Don't go through the people that are in your life like a drink of water. Oh, this one's gone, that one's gone, in a rush for the finish line. Remember, this literally falls into just what I was saying. Slow down, live your life, know where you're going, and once you're solid and you've built a good foundation in yourself, Spirit will then be able to help bring the person into your life. Go ahead, babe.
Bangarang.
Oh, wow. 8 of Wands. There you go. Time to move. That Spirit, that will. Right. It's a lot of this is on you. What do you want? We talk a lot of times about making a damn vision board. You ever make a vision board about who you want in your life? We don't. Nobody ever does that, but it's time. give the characteristics, and I don't mean tall, good looking, or any other characteristics you may want to write down. What I'm talking about is I want these people to cross my life that are true, that believe in a commitment, that will hold me up on high. But then the thing is, I will hold them up on high. That's one of the things. Build this vision board and you move through your life, but be vigilant and look at what's going on. Joan, you got anything you want to add to that?
I'm just awed by your reading, to tell you the truth. I'm very impressed. Transformation. So the oracle card I pulled for you, and it was upside down, which says, okay, there's a little trepidation in walking into shifting, but fresh new way. It goes along with your last card. You know, we're just running out there. A fresh new way of looking at things and getting up. And I think the point is it's the movement forward. Get out and around, get out in your life, and true love will find you.
Absolutely. You were going to say something.
What I was going to say was regarding the vision board. When you're putting down something of, if you're looking for a relationship, just really think about before you put down of what it is you actually do want, because they come true. So, you know, and if you're putting it out there, those things will come back to you with that person or those people. So really make sure that what you think you're looking for in someone is it, because it will be there tenfold.
Absolutely. Bangering. That's a bangering statement. What you put out, you're going to get back. Joan, D is I had it in my head, 5, 6, 10, 17, 18, 26, 31.
Oh my goodness. Okay. 4, solid foundation, grounding. That is really, and your Taurus, your birthday's coming up, huh? 2, 4, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So yeah, you're moving in this year to a 7-year authenticity. You know, a lot of people have this authenticity this year of speaking your truth, knowing what's true for you, not buying into what everyone else is telling you. So really having clarity on who you are, who your friends are. Definitely I'm hearing who your friends are. That's important. Also, simplify your life right now. Enjoy your birthday, simplify your life, get rid of clutter, and move forward fearlessly. All right.
Good deal. I hear you. I think that resonates. Gillian's going to pull one card. I'm going to pull one card because I want to try to get to everybody, but I don't want to hold you up. We're already 10 minutes over as long as I told you would be. So if you need to go, Joan, I appreciate you being here, but if you want to stay, you're more than welcome to stay. So,
well, I'm actually on a conference today, believe it or not. And it starts at 9, so I'm going to have to get ready for it. You guys can find it on my YouTube channel. It happens to be an interesting panel discussion I'm co-hosting on timelines.
Very good.
On timelines and how you can help step into the ascension, the higher vibrational timeline, and why it's so important too. So that's what I'm doing. So I think that let's do one more reading. Or maybe let's do one more reading and then I'll say goodbye.
All right, let's do one more. And then Gillian and I will stay in to try to get everybody picked up that we missed. So don't run away. Just be patient with us and slow down, listen, and just enjoy, because some readings come through for other people through other people's readings. So that's very important, you know. See, Glinda's in the house. Glad to see it. I do hold to things. And that's one of the things we were saying is what, you know, getting on. Who will I marry? You know, this is one of those readings where it's like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Bill? Mary? But, you know, think about it, okay? You just asked me, who will I marry? And real quick here, because if you want to know more about that person, we need to ask, because, again, we could give you an answer right here and right now. And, Joan, tell me how you think about this, okay? We can give her an answer right here and right now, but our fate is not sealed. Steps we take in the future, you're looking for a cheat code, okay? Like a kid in a computer, all right? That's not the way life is meant to be lived, and it's okay. I understand it, but I don't do those. Gillian doesn't do those, because everything can change it. Okay, go ahead, Joan. How do you feel about that?
Well, no, I agree, but I'm laughing. I'm sitting here laughing for something you have no idea of. So yesterday I was on Twitter and I came across this tweet. This woman said, well, I just married my cat because my landlord won't let me have pets. So I married my cat. And you see the the marriage certificate. And so I'm looking at her question of who will I marry? And I thought, well, all bets are off. We don't know who you're married.
And that's what we're saying, because people, there's no way, especially sitting here, we can tell you what you desire, what you need to know about relationships, things like that. But anybody that predicts who you will marry, that should be a first flag for you to be careful about what they're doing, because they don't have your true intention at heart. And that's not what this was designed to do. Okay. Need more information or whatnot. Terry, let me get your numbers up real quick. And Joan, this will be one. We have June 12th. So 6 plus 1 plus 2. June 12th, December. Okay, wait a minute. Is it June 12th or December? I'm going to go with the June.
It's Terry T. Zong, June 12th, December 1990.
Oh, that's the name. Okay, gotcha, sweetie. Thank you very much. All right. So 12th of December, 12 and 12 is 24. 34 and 9 would be 43. Now, that's just adding them across the board real quick. But that's because I did double digits. So it's going to come out to be a 7. But let's see what's going on here. I'll add it up. Okay.
12. I thought she meant June. Okay.
Yeah, right. No, and it's June's her last name. Or her
yes,
first.
No. I get it now. So, 12,
yeah,
12,
that's where I'm at.
Yeah, so 12,
1990 was a good year. My daughter was born.
2 plus, what's the date of birth? 1990?
Yep.
1 plus 9 plus 9. 25, if you add it that way, is what I got, and it's still the 7. So that tells me we're right. 25.
Okay. But 12 is a significant number. So you're in a 2-year right now, and a 2 year is all about confidence, boundaries, knowing who you are, having the courage to say yes, having the courage to say no when you mean no. And I'm hearing to remind you to take the cork out of your throat chakra this year and step up for yourself and protect your resources, which is your time, your energy, your money, just to make sure you're not giving away the house. But it also says take a risk and have a great adventure.
That's it. And Joan, the card I just put up is the Panther Spirit, and it talks about reclaim your power. Okay, so this is just amazing in the readings here of what's going on. You have to take control, but remember, a panther doesn't speed through either until they're on the attack. Just like that tiger card earlier, look at how they do. And Panther Spirit is believed to be one of the oldest spirits moving back and forth between the different spirit worlds. And what I want you to see here, so the card number is actually an 8, 44. Okay, so here we are back to an 8 again, which is about mastering. Be the master, understand what's going on. Baby, what do you got?
Your shadow card is the 8 of Pentacles, so mastery. So keep practicing, don't stop learning.
Yeah,
basically.
No, that's it.
But I've been pulling this card all day, but your light card is Empress. So, it's new ideas, new birth, maybe something new in your life.
Yeah. And folks, when Gillian starts pulling, or I start pulling the same card repeatedly, there's a running theme here. Okay. And the Empress is reminding us it's up to us to grow our garden. It is up to us to take care. Spirit will help us, but this is a bangerang card if there was ever a bangerang card. Where you put your effort is what you're going to grow. And that's what I see here for you, Terry. This is, it's going to be up to you. You can grow things, but you stop letting people pull you around. You need to stand up and, like Joan said, reclaim your power. Don't give away the house. Maybe, meek and mild is good at times, but there's other times when it's not just no, it's hell no. Okay. And you need to listen to me. That's what I'm really picking up here. So,
okay.
All right.
I love it.
All right. So, Joan, we're going to keep hanging out. You know, we're going to let me bring it back up. I missed it. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, it's the one I showed before. It's just a great adventure. And you know what? Life is a great adventure, everyone. Before I leave, I just want to leave you with my last card, which is life is a great adventure. Even if we're emotional about it, it's got its upside down, ups, inside outs. Have fun. It is an adventure.
Absolutely.
That's all I want to say.
I agree. Joan, everybody find her, ascendedmasters.store, Joan of Angels. All right. Several classes there. Check out her website, joanofangels.com. Book a session with Joan. Talk to Joan. Okay. And
all right, guys. See you all. This was fantastic. We're going to talk. I've had so much fun. Can hardly believe. Enjoy.
Have a good one. And folks,
all right. Bye, guys. I love you all. Thank you.
For a bit. Bye-bye now. All right. So Gillian and I are still here. So hang in there. We'll answer your questions. We'll do whatever. We're going to try to get caught up with everybody that came in before 11 o'clock. So thank you for your patience. Just hang on. We'll get to you or whatnot. Remember, we're on about 5 or 6 different channels. So I've got questions coming in from everywhere, and we just take them in order by timestamp. So let's see what's going on, you know. Rachel, here we go. Hello, everyone. Glad to see you. Rachel, can I have a reading, please? So how do you want to do your card? Because we got a lot of people here, and I don't want them to feel like we're ignoring them. So we're going to have to pick up the pace here a little bit. And if you want a more in-depth reading, now I will put this up here. Okay. Let me see. Where is it? There we go. I'm going to put that there so you know how to get hold of me. All right. And through there, you can get hold of, I will tell Gillian, don't book a session with both of us until you talk to me through the messenger. Okay. Through the leave us a message, because that's got to be timed out with Gillian. That calendar there is for me. We will use it for both once we know what you want to do. Okay. So here we go. Let's get back over there. What do you got for Rachel?
So Rachel, I've got here, get your Panther on out.
Get my Panther out.
Get your Panther out.
Wow.
So I pulled a shadow card, a Page of Swords for Rachel. And so my question was, what message does Spirit have for Rachel? And so this is, swords are about communication, and the page is about fertile ground, new things, new youthful abandon in some cases. So this is saying, be careful of what you're communicating or how.
Don't overanalyze.
Yeah. Those are the words I couldn't come up with. But why don't you both see what's there? And
okay.
Yeah,
the pages. Remember that teenage spirit. There's often a caution there to don't get off on what you think is absolutely right and get lost in it. Study it, look at it, know it like you would like a teenager in school who's trying to learn a topic. There isn't enough knowledge that they can take in. That's what we're looking at here. Tiger, King of Wands. So we've got the swords, the wands. You have to take control of your absolute external surroundings. The tiger here is there to tell you, remember, study just what they're saying. Don't overanalyze, but you really need to be looking at things from a mental perspective. Don't be jumping the gun emotionally. Okay.
I was just going to say, let's wrap it up, but I asked for more information in your light card, King of Wands.
Oh, I didn't even bring the cards up. So, and what Gillian is saying is, for her clarification, she got the King of Wands. So that spirit double talking down and saying, beat your drum. It's on fire. This is your will, your passion, your desire. Take it and move with it. It's going to be up to you, but move ahead with purpose. A good king doesn't move willy-nilly. Okay. Finds a task and then he goes. Okay. Or she goes or whatnot. Okay.
Make it happen.
I'm going to leave that up there. I tell you what we're actually going to do so people can see it. 1 card each. All right. And if they need more detail, we can go there. Anne wants to know, I tell you what, if you want me to, I'll just do the pendulum here. Will me and Mike sort things and move forward together in a relationship? I'm going to ask the pendulum as things stand now. But again, you, he, other things that you will like affect this relationship. There is no set answer. So pendulum, as things are right now, will Anne move forward with Mike? The answer is yes. There we go. Okay. And notice I qualified that with as things sit right now, things do change. Michael, thank you, Gillian, Joan, and Rob. Hey, we're going to try to catch up and get some things going here. Let's see what's happening. Hello, everyone. I missed y'all. We missed you too, D. Glad you were here. We're going to get through to some people because we are way behind. We are almost a half hour. We are almost an hour behind. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do this and do people right. If you have time, please, may I have a message for the weekend? Much gratitude. Indigo, as much as you support me, there's always time for Indigo Heart. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You support Gillian too. It's all well and good. So a message for Indigo. Where do you want? I keep being pulled over here, and I think this is the deck. Nope. I don't know if it's because of Joan. It's this deck. All right. Let's see what's going on. A message for the weekend. Everybody's working for the weekend.
Yep. Sorry,
wow.
I was concentrating.
Wow. She was concentrating on you, Indigo. Here we go. I'm going to bring this up. Queen of Raphael, follow your heart. A love of home and family. Trustworthy psychic information. Follow your intuition. That's what I'm getting for you right out of the gate for the weekend. Go with your heart. It's okay to do some things that are comfortable for you and take care of those around you that you need to take care of, but take care of yourself. What do you got, babe?
10 of Pentacles.
10 of Pentacles.
Home and hearth.
Home and hearth. That's it. Letting things come. Don't let something sidetrack you from paying attention to those close to you this weekend. That's what I'm really picking up here. Bangarang. Go make that happen. Here we go. Let's find out. But is there a message for my husband and I? There's always messages. And one of the things is I want you to take a moment and see what's going on. So I'm going to ask, what is the message for Pada? Okay. And you pull one card and I'll pull a card and we'll come out. If you want more detail, book a session like it says right down below. That's what we're going to do. I just wanted y'all to meet Joan of Angels. She's such a special lady.
She was great.
She's awesome. She's awesome. And that kind of slowed us up, moved us backwards. So
great energy.
Here, I think we'll take that card.
I'm thinking.
Okay. So what you got? Throw it out there. Oh, Justice card.
I'm going to go with a shadow card.
Okay.
7 of Pentacles.
Okay. 7 and an 8. 7 of Pentacles. You know what I'm seeing there is that 7 of Pentacles is, again, the farm. You notice she's stopping. She's not working. She's not digging. She's not planting. She's not even reaping. She's just sitting back to see what's growing. The 8 of the Justice card, there's going to be some karma that's playing your way. I would ask, is there a legal thing? If not, this is more about karma. Okay. What I'm getting, justice. And what this is saying is fight for justice and equality. I'm really feeling the need for you to stand up for yourself here and don't you go after somebody, let karma take care of the battle for you. What do you think?
No, that's, I think that falls in suit well.
Okay, there we go. If you'll pull those cards, I will go on to the next one. We'll try to get through some of these. Right. Bridget, thank you. Hope all is going good. Everything. Glad. Isn't she something? She's a trip. Okay. Samaria Roy, my birthday is 13/2/2004. So February, so 2, 3, 6, 8, and then a 12. So you're 12, a 1 and a 2. Okay. So what I look at in that is I look at the 12, I look at the basis of a 12 being a 1, individuality, and 2, partnership. Don't get lost in a relationship because 3 comes in as one of your numbers to say, this is where I am at and being out. I'd bet $1 against a donut. You could be an extrovert real easy. You like to be out with people. You like to get married and you can't get lost. Be careful about getting lost in a relationship. What do you got, babe?
Okay. Your shadow card was the Tower. So there's changes coming. And that's not a bad thing. So, because this is usually change that's necessary change that's needed, that maybe you've turned your back on moving forward on making the change, or maybe it is something you saw coming. But the Tower card is not as scary as it looks, because this is change so you can move forward.
Right. Nothing stays the same. And I have the otter here, and the otter is the 6 of Cups. So we're looking at water animals. We're looking at emotional things. So what I'm seeing here is a breakthrough coming. This Tower, something's happening in your life. You can come through it and you can break through it, and happiness is yours to claim it. That's going to be huge. That's going to be powerful for you. Mm-hmm. So something has hurt you. It's okay. There's been some change you weren't comfortable with. Keep moving forward. Be the otter. Go out. And remember what we like to do is like to watch an otter play. A lot of animals play. And one of the things I'm really picking up here is in this change, take a break. Okay? Listen, look, see what's going on, and time to feed that inner child and move ahead. So that's what we have there. Let's see what's going on. All right, Val, we already got you. Sorry, we know how far behind we are. Awesome. Thank you. And bangarang, Terry. So we're starting to catch up. If you can, my sister Brenda will listen later today. Different time zone. Let me read her number. I'll read her number. I don't read people third party without their permission, but I will tell you what because she's not alone on that birthday. All right. So D, let me go. 7, 10, 11, 27, 32. Woohoo! Welcome to the 32s and the 5. There's a lot of passion in her life and things. She will attack. She will sit back. It's like, wow, sometimes you almost think she's bipolar, okay? And one of this is because of this 5 that's looming in her life. 3, loves to be around people, but doesn't mind attacking something. She's a challenger. She is a challenger, okay, is what I'm getting. So that 3 is the external. What did I say, 32? 2 is the partnership, okay? She may have a rough time in some relationships because she don't play. Sister don't play is what I'm getting. Bring those together, 5. But that 5 is a beautiful number. It does. It's passion, instability. It is conflict, but it is joy. It is we will go get what we want and do everything to make it happen. That's what I have for her. You know what? I am going to pull a card for her. Go ahead and pull one card if you want. And I'm not going to get too personal. All right. The chimpanzee. All right, which is the 2 of Pentacles. This is about the 2 of Pentacles, juggling things that are going on and not getting so frustrated when one big thing hits. The 2 of Pentacles, it talks about balance, go with the flow, and fun. There's that passion, that desire. What do you got?
Fun.
Time for her to let go of something she's angry about and go back to life and having some good time. Take her to the damn circus, okay? All right, let's see what's happening here. Bangarang, that's awesome. So there you go, D. Only because it's you and people I know. We'll see what happened. Let's see what's going on. Absolutely, I'm trying to find people. Terry, how do we change, sir? I'm not understanding that question. We did your reading, Terry, so I'm trying to get to other people. You want more information on what we said? Book a session. We'll be glad to come back to it. Yes, Joan, they are magical. Thank you, Deborah. We appreciate it. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Okay. I'll make sure Joan gets these messages and see. Let's see. Oh, Tiago, we have a troll. Okay. We have a troll building up some, those people crack me up. Okay. Thank you for allowing me to try to build your business. Okay. So that means you think you can't do what I do. All right, Greg. Thank you for reading, team. No problem. Here we go. Let me just start here. We'll see what happens. I missed it. So I got to get some people that are willing to, some of my regulars that are here all the time, do me a favor and reach out to me if you don't mind being a monitor, because a lot of y'all are way ahead of me. When you see that coming, I'll just let you block them or whatnot. So if you'd like to be a monitor or an admin for Tarot with an Attitude, I'd love to have you. Okay. That's exactly what's going on. All right. So, and let me say this. Tiago, if you would have reached out to me and we talked, just like I had Joan on, I probably would have had you for an interview and I could have helped you promote your business. But the scammy way you're coming in, I have to caution people, be careful about the energy that you build, because that means you'll take shortcuts. And what I'm really picking up is Tiago will take some huge shortcuts in her reading, folks. So be very careful. These are one of the peoples we flag. Hello, sir. Good morning. Some for the month May, please. What's stored for me? Sal. Is that Sal or Sai? Sai. Sai. Let's see what Sai's got going for the month. I'm going to jump over here to my spirit song deck. All right. Okay. And let's see what's happening here. Quick card for Sai, and let's see what's going on. Month of May, what's stored for me? Nothing is stored. I think you're trying to say what's in store. You know what? You get to mold this month as you go. So don't get locked in and not doing something you know you're supposed to do because you think something's already happening. Like I said, it's not a cheat code. It's guidance. You know what I get? Love. I get the love card. And a lot of people are like, oh, love's coming my way, things like that or whatnot. You know, one of the things this also talks about is commitment. Okay. So don't go freaky when I give you the love card, because sometimes it means you need to make a commitment, and you need to make a commitment to yourself and to those around you. Love. There's a partnership going. This is something you either need to get shit or get off the pot. Time to make a commitment to yourself and to this other person. Go ahead.
Yep. Shadow card. 8 of Swords. So, don't be blind. You can find your path through whatever it is you're not having clarity on right now.
Right.
You're binding yourself up. It's not holding you.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm with you. I'm just scrolling through. That's what we got for you. Bangarang. Make sure what's going on. Again, you want a more detailed message? Get up with us, okay? Kim, we love you too. I understand internet going crazy or whatnot. Tonight is a full moon, if I remember right, with an eclipse. So if you're feeling some wonky energy today, and let's see what's,
New moon.
Oh, it's a new moon tonight. New moon tonight.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
It's powerful energy.
You sure it's
right
a new
there.
moon or is it a full moon?
No.
With an eclipse? All right, now I got to look. Okay, we'll look it up. Check your calendar, see what's going on. So May 14, 1975, 5, 6, 10, 11, 11 and 9, 27, another 32. 32, there's your reading. So let's go with a 32. We know there's some passion and creativity there and relationships or whatnot. We're going to pull one card for you from each of us. Just one, okay? Go with the top card. We'll figure it out and we'll go, okay? So, Apsana, here we go. My first card for you. 5 of Acorns, challenge, growth. The 5 is, there's that number again, about instability, conflict, things like that. But it's also about passion and desire. So this is saying challenge and growth are coming your way. You're going to have some challenges that are coming up. This is a year for you to understand you're going to have to times take a nap. You're going to have to attack. Sometimes you're going to have to come up with a plan. Be stealthy and move ahead. The Acorns is about your will, what you're willing to do. It's about, other people call it fire or wands. This is where we're at. So in whatever you're trying to desire and push forward, that's where you got to do, and make sure you fight your way through it. Go ahead, babe.
Yeah. So I'll just do the shadow card.
Okay.
King of Wands. So fire.
Wow. So this is all about something you're trying to create or do. Okay. And the King of Wands that Gillian just pulled for you is about you taking control of everything that's going on in your external world and stop letting other things hold you back. You're using that as an excuse. Move forward. Kim in the house. Hello from Paradise, Michigan. Glad to see you. Welcome. Hey. Hope all is well. They're in Paradise, and she just moved from here. Was co-worker with Gillian. So we are glad. First off, we were glad to hear that you got there safe. So thank you very much. Tell Graham I said hello. All right. And we hope all is going well for you and the flood water to go down. So, we're going to say a prayer for that to happen. Jane, can I have a card, please? All right, here we go. Let's do the one card. I'm going to go. No, I'm being told to go here. So let's see what happens. One card, 1122. I don't think we're going to be able to get through all this, Well,
some of these people came in after 11 with their questions. So.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So we're catching up. Okay. There we go. All right. So, all right. Here we are. All right, Jane. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. What do you got? Wow, I got the oracle card, the sheep. Innocence, gentleness, and appreciation. Now we're going to talk about that gentleness part, okay? But go ahead and throw in what you got.
The shadow card pulled the Emperor.
All right. So there's a situation going on in your life that you need to take control of. You have to take control of it, but the sheep is there to remind you. There is a time to use those horns and run ahead, but there's other times to get people to cuddle up to you, okay? And walk softly, okay? Be soft. Remember, other people are at play in this, okay? So there's going to be some things you got to hold your ground on, and you got to kind of go, okay, no, I'm not moving on this. But the other part of it is that gentleness. What do you have? Because that's what I see in the Emperor, is that taking control of your kingdom.
Right. Taking control, but with a kind heart. With you can be in control and not be a creep.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's that gentleness that you're talking about. So you can own the situation and not be harsh. You can own the situation and still be soft and approachable.
Absolutely. So let's go here. We'll do one more for Lauren Mayfield. Okay. Let's pull these cards back. Lauren, good to see you. Bangarang. Bangarang, remember what you put out, you get back. I need everybody to reach up right now and hit that like button. If you're on, whatever venue you're on, follow me. Ask to follow. Find out what page, whether you're on my personal page, the Tarot with an Attitude page, and we have Tarot with an Attitude group. But what really will help me is if you go through Tarot with an Attitude on YouTube. And that will help, and hit the subscribe, share, and like button there as well. Plus, there's many more. I think I've got a couple hundred videos there.
Nice.
Of different things that I do throughout the week, things like that. So I do want to let y'all know, I'm not moving the channel, but the name of the channel might be changing, but Tarot with an Attitude will still exist, okay? Because we're doing so much. Sometimes people come in looking for a tarot reading, but we're in the middle of news, dudes, and tudes. Sometimes people come in looking for news, dudes, and tudes, and I'm in the middle of giving a spiritual guidance or section. So look for the dynamic life perspectives logo to come in, but it's still me, okay? That's the reason I put my picture up instead of Tarot with an Attitude. It is still me. It's just depending on what we're going to do. So I'm just trying to make sure that people aren't coming in and not getting what they want. And we're going to have everything in playlists. We're going to have a channel, a good variety channel, The Magical Unknown with me and Gillian, working on some things. We want to get Tipsy Tarot and Wine and Spirit Night up and running so you can come in and be live with those. So we got a lot of stuff going on, and Gillian and I are going to work. All right, that was not spirit. That was me trying to talk and type at the same time. All right. So if you want to go ahead with your cards while I'm trying to get to these two cards.
Lauren, I got the light card was the Three of Wands. So there's something that you've been working on that's going in, that's going to start moving forward. It's going to go in motion because you can see he's standing here. He's looking out. His ships are en route. He's made this plan. He's now moving forward with his plan. And so this is how this plays for you as well. Is there something that you've been working on that now it's time to pull the trigger on it and have it begin? Is there something you've been thinking about doing that maybe now you're starting the planning process so that your dreams can come true? This is what this is talking about. You've got something in the works and you're either ready to pull the trigger to have it go, or you're ready to start really putting pen on paper and working towards making it happen. And you ready? You're still
I'm good. There. I'm good. The Three of Wands, I look at that too, and I always see that ship in the background. A lot of people may not be able to tell what that was, but we have a ship. Lauren, the importance of me to this card is, yes, it's time to take action, time to make your dreams come true. Move slowly. Watch and look. Once you start to implement things, sit back. Okay? Let spirit work. Don't become impatient. That's going to be huge importance for you in this wheel of in the 3 of Wands. Okay, working with other people, but wait and see how they're going to respond. Now I shuffled this over and over again, and that card was meant to come out. The Ace of Pentacles, the white buffalo. What a beautiful card. This is new beginnings in your actual physical world. So new things are starting, things are happening. That's what Gillian and I are telling you. I'd love to go into more detail with you, and let's find out what's going on.
Yep.
So I think right there is where we're going to stop. Okay. And because we've been at it since 10 o'clock, I will be back, Tarot with an Attitude, 10 o'clock Tuesday morning. So make sure you're looking, but look over the weekends. Make sure you subscribe, because I think Gillian and I might be doing some other things together. We're going to look and see. We're going to find out what's going on. I'd love to do some other things, and some things are going to be happening. Yes. Check out last night's News Dudes and Tudes. Very powerful. There are part 1 and part 2. Watch them in order. Okay. Great discussions there. You will have a ball. Other people were there, and they said it was really awesome. And just check that out, and you can see what's going on. So one of the first things I want to remind people, with all that being said, take what you want,
leave what you don't,
but leave with some peace, love, and light. Bangarang!